Welcome back to the show, everybody. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's more tense than a staring contest between a mongoose and a cobra: the potential war strategies of India and Pakistan. Now, before you reach for your helmets, let me assure you this isn't about fear-mongering. It's about understanding the chessboard, the players, and the very high-stakes moves they might make. We're talking military doctrines, cutting-edge weaponry, and the kind of cyber warfare that would make even Mark Zuckerberg sweat. So buckle up, because things are about to get very, very interesting. All right, let's start with India's cold start doctrine. Imagine this: Pakistan blinks and boom, Indian forces are already sipping chai in Lahore before anyone can say biryani. Okay, maybe not that fast, but you get the idea. Cold start is all about speed and surprise. It's India's answer to Pakistan's strategic depth, the idea that Pakistan can absorb initial Indian attacks and then retaliate. India's thinking is, what if we hit multiple targets really fast and don't give them time to even think about nukes? Now, India insists cold start is purely defensive, like a really aggressive yoga pose, but Pakistan sees it as a recipe for disaster, a provocation that could escalate things faster than a Bollywood dance-off. The million-dollar question is, can India actually pull it off? Can they mobilize and strike quickly enough to make a difference? And will it deter Pakistan or push them closer to the nuclear button? These are the million-dollar questions, people. And honestly, I don't have $1 million, so let's move on. Of course, no modern conflict is complete without a healthy dose of aerial acrobatics. And trust me, when it comes to air power, both India and Pakistan have been practicing their Top Gun maneuvers. India boasts a formidable fleet of Sukhoi Su-30 MKIs, French-made Rafales, and their very own Tejas jets. Think of them as the Ferraris and Lamborghinis of the sky-fast, agile, and capable of delivering some serious firepower. Their mission? Cripple Pakistan's defenses by taking out command centers, radar installations, and those pesky missile batteries faster than you can say incoming. And let's not forget about the terrorist camps that India claims are operating within Pakistan. Those are definitely on the target list, but Pakistan isn't just going to sit back and watch the fireworks. They've got their own squadron of F-16S and JF-17S, along with a growing arsenal of Chinese-made drones. Now, let's talk about the battle for the waves. India, with its larger navy, has a clear advantage here, and they know it. Their strategy: put the squeeze on Pakistan's economic lifeline, the bustling port of Karachi. Imagine a giant Indian padlock on the Arabian Sea, preventing vital supplies from reaching Pakistan. Oil tankers stuck at sea, iPhones running out. It would be chaos. Of course, mining the harbour is also an option, but that's a bit more permanent. Pakistan, being no stranger to naval warfare, would obviously retaliate. They deploy their submarines, anti-ship missiles, and maybe even a few highly trained dolphins with lasers. Okay, maybe not the dolphins, but you can't be too careful these days. The point is, a naval blockade of Karachi would be a major escalation, impacting not just the military, but millions of civilians. It would be a game changer, and not in a good way. Chapter 4, Cyber Wars, Hackers, Disinformation and Digital Blackouts. Hold on to your Ethernet cables, folks, because things are about to get digital. In the 21st century, warfare isn't just about tanks and missiles, it's about bytes and algorithms. India, with its booming tech industry, has been quietly building its cyber capabilities. We're talking about disrupting communication networks, messing with banking systems, and maybe even causing a nationwide blackout or two. Imagine trying to order a biryani online and boom, the internet disappears. Pakistan, of course, isn't just going to sit there with their Ethernet cables crossed. They've got their own hackers, their own cyber warriors, ready to unleash digital havoc. And then there's the battle for hearts and minds waged through social media, fake news and online propaganda. It's like a digital shouting match, except everyone's anonymous and everyone's angry. Chapter 5, India's nuclear umbrella, Agni, Prithvi, and the no first use dilemma. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say the elephant missile in the silo. Yes, we're talking about nukes. India has a no first use policy, meaning they'll only unleash their Agni and Prithvi missiles if Pakistan attacks them with nukes first. It's like saying, I'm not going to punch you first, but if you do, I'm bringing a nuclear fist to this schoolyard fight. Pakistan, on the other hand, hasn't made any such promises. They see their nuclear arsenal as a deterrent, a way to keep India's conventional forces in check. It's a dangerous game of chicken with the fate of millions hanging in the balance. The big question is, in the heat of battle, with tensions running high, will both sides be able to keep their cool and avoid pushing the big red button? Chapter 6. Pakistan's full spectrum. Deterrence fighting fire with fire? Now, let's flip the script and look at Pakistan's perspective. They know they can't match India's military might, tank for tank or jet for jet. So they've developed what they call full spectrum deterrence. Think of it like this. India has a big stick, so Pakistan brings a bunch of smaller, sharper sticks to the fight. What are these smaller, sharper sticks? Well, they include things like tactical nuclear weapons, smaller nukes designed for battlefield use. The idea is to raise the stakes so high to make the potential consequences so catastrophic that India wouldn't dare launch a large-scale attack in the first place. It's a risky strategy, no doubt. Some might even call it completely insane, but hey, that's deterrence for you. But here's the thing about wars. They're rarely simple and they rarely stay conventional for long. Both India and Pakistan have a long history of unconventional warfare, of fighting in the shadows. For Pakistan, this means supporting militant groups operating in Kashmir and other parts of India. We're talking about cross-border infiltration, terrorist attacks, and generally trying to keep India off balance. Think of it as the ultimate form of asymmetrical warfare. India, of course, is no stranger to counterinsurgency operations. They've been dealing with militancy and unrest for decades. But it's a constant game of cat and mouse, a never-ending cycle of violence that seems to have no easy solutions. Now, let's not forget about Pakistan's Air Force. While they might not have the same number of jets as India, they've got a plan up their sleeve, a counter-strike strategy designed to inflict maximum damage. Picture this. Indian forces are on the move, pushing into Pakistani territory. Suddenly, a swarm of JF-17, F-16s and those sneaky Chinese drones come screaming out of the sky, targeting Indian airbases, supply lines and command centers. The goal is to disrupt India's offensive, to buy time, and to show them that Pakistan won't go down without a fight. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy that could either cripple India's advance or escalate the conflict to a whole new level. Now, we all know defense wins championships, and in Pakistan's case, their defense is all about holding key strategic points. Think of it like this. They've got their defensive line anchored in three main areas. First, you've got the Sialkot-Lahore axis, a densely populated region that acts as a natural barrier. Then there's the Sindh-Rajasthan border, a vast desert area that's not exactly known for its tank-friendly terrain. And of course, there's the always volatile line of control in Kashmir, where both sides have been playing a deadly game of tug-of-war for decades. The strategy here is simple: make any Indian advance as costly and as painful as possible. It's about attrition, about forcing India into a long, drawn-out conflict that they can't win. But as we've already established, modern warfare isn't just about boots on the ground or planes in the air. It's about controlling the narrative, about winning hearts and minds, and about disrupting your enemy's digital infrastructure. And in this arena, Pakistan has been stepping up its game. We're talking about sophisticated online propaganda campaigns, spreading disinformation and fake news, and generally trying to sow chaos and confusion within India. They're also investing heavily in cyber warfare capabilities, developing the ability to hack into Indian computer systems, disrupt critical infrastructure, and maybe even steal some military secrets while they're at it. It's the kind of warfare that doesn't require a single bullet, but can still have devastating consequences. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the potential war strategies of India and Pakistan. As we've seen, both sides have a lot to lose, and both sides have some pretty terrifying ways of inflicting pain. But let's be clear, this isn't a video game. There are no winners in a war between India and Pakistan, only losers. The human cost, the economic devastation, the risk of nuclear escalation, it's simply not worth it. The only real solution is dialogue, diplomacy, and a commitment to peace. Because at the end of the day, we're all just passengers on this giant spinning rock, and it's time we started acting like it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content.